Hello everyone, I'm Captain Shar. I mostly do retro games, sometimes I do new games, and sometimes I do reaction content. This is one of those times. This is terrible news for the game industry by Fleekazoid. You know what? I am pretty sure it's going to do something with the RAM and hard drive prices, but you know what? Let's see. It could be something even more horrible about all these monopolies and crap going on, but you know what? Let's just jump in and hear what the old man has to say to us.
Terrible news for the gaming industry. I'm back. Happy New Year! And what the hell is going on? Xbox is flirting with the barrel of a shotgun. You can buy a house with 3 sticks of RAM. All right. Xbox is flirting with the barrel of a shotgun. You can buy a house with 3 sticks.
Jesus fucking Christ. And my computer is, I got 64 gigs on my computer, like, ugh. I'm glad. Okay, so I wonder how much money I can make, because I have 3 computers sitting in this room right now. My server, my tower that I do everything on, and my laptop that I used to take me on mobile stuff. The laptop's got 32, the tower's got 64, and the server's got 16. I wonder how much money that's worth. Just in RAM, I mean. Because the RAM prices and hard drive prices are insane.
It's a RAM. Alright, maybe it's a tiny house, but to Todd Howard, it's a...
No, the fun fact is, you can go out and buy a kit right now at, like, Lowe's or Home Depot, one of the two. That's a $10,000 tiny home, which isn't that tiny. So it's just like you would have still leftover money for whatever else you want to add to it. Like you could add a full solar off-grid system or whatever and be like, yep, I still have pocket change.
Mansion. And speaking of getting rammed, the new James Bond drives a Prius. He don't miss.
What?
Rammed, the new James Bond drives a Prius.
Are you Oh my god. Modern value. Oh my god. For fuck's sakes. They're gonna castrate my boy. They're fixing him. This doesn't even look like a James Bond. This looks also, why is the head so fucking big on this model? I'm just noticing it now. He's got no neck. It's just giant head, no neck. Whatever. I know. I am nitpicking, but I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. Like, you guys, coming from the developers of Hitman, I expected, okay, excuse me. I don't know where I came from. No, but coming from the people who made making Hitman, I expected James Bond to be, okay, this is gonna be decent.
Yes, he don't miss.
I'm going to die.
Well, the guy that made one of the most memorable games of the last decade can't get a game greenlit. And the guy that hasn't made a good game in over a decade just got 3 greenlit. Nothing is lit.
Which is, although that comes down also to if Todd can pull in money. If his games keep pulling in money despite them being not great, then that's kind of, I don't know, this, like, I think some of these people should have went indie. Ubisoft hasn't done anything good in a long time anyway, so closing a studio is no big loss. EA getting sold off, well, I don't know what's going to happen with all those other IPs.
At Ubisoft Halifax and all the SSDs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Halo remake happening.
They're out of stock right now. Beacon is lit at Ubisoft Halifax and all the SSDs are out of stock right now because of this.
Oh.
And also this.
Oh god.
I generated 1 image of DAW and now the company is on the verge of...
Good. Fuck AI. It's been nothing but a blight. It's like, oh no. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I just noticed when I had DLSS or whatever the hell it's called on and into the games I was playing, I was just like, I couldn't figure out why for the longest time, why am I getting these ghost, like, blur frames? And then I realized, oh, it's the fucking crap AI that doesn't actually do jack shit. If I wanted that, I could just play my games on my old shitty TV that has an 8 millisecond refresh rate. It natively had that built into it before the whole AI craze. Like, fuck off.
Bankruptcy, you're welcome. And you may be wondering, what the hell is the point here, Fleek? Well, there's nothing for us to talk about, so we're gonna talk about everything. 2025 was the year I waited for 2026. Because in 2026, every game is releasing, except GTA. What did I say, pimp? They're going for the three-peat. Three years in a row, except GTA.
May not be content complete. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know if Rockstar's still using the same engine, or if they jumped to Unreal 5 and they just have no idea what the fuck they're doing with it. Someone can clarify that for me, because fuck.
What did I say, pimp? They're going for the three-peat. 3 years in a row of most anticipated game.
At some point, though, for doing it for so long, the hype's gonna die down and your game's gonna be like, pfft. So it's just like, why would you even announce the game's even like coming soon if it's not coming soon? Just don't announce your game until you know it's ready to ship, basically. Like, you absolutely know it's ready to ship. That'd be the best way to do it. Because then you can build the hype a lot better and actually deliver on a game.
Don't miss! These devs are in the studio staring at these BBLs like Oppenheimer. If the jiggle is even one
I wonder if any of this is actually real at all, and if any of this is pre-rendered.
degree misaligned.
I only saw the one trailer for GTA 5, I was like, meh. I was not wowed or nothing.
With the equator.
Because that's another thing if I notice with a lot of Unreal 4 and 5 games, they have a lot of pre-rendered stuff. And for cutscenes and everything, so it just kind of jumps in. So it's just like, if this is in-game, I don't know. Also, we're pushing the envelope too much for super realistic, so it's gonna get to a point where it's like, it's boring. It already is at that point, actually. I will take stylized characters over realistic, and that was one of the reasons why I preferred Saints Row 3 over GTA 4 and 5, for the most part. Saints Row wrote themselves into a corner by doing 4, unfortunately, and then, you know, THQ died, etc., etc. Steelgate, what was it, Deep Silver had it for a while, and then they went under. I don't even know who has the IP now.
Scrap it! Start again! 3 more months of dev time! They know they're making the game to end
I don't think it's going to be that big.
all games.
It's going to be big, but I think it's going to drop off unless they really, like, have a decent online again. But it's just like, you know what? I never cared about the online function for 5.
Every game that follows GTA 6 will be an after-credit scene to this industry. So
I don't know about that. GTA 6 could come out and be, like, bad. I'm saying that because Saints Row's reboot there was, happened. For a series that was more balls to the walls than GTA had. So, I don't know. Rockstar hasn't shot away yet, but I don't know. I'm just concerned. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure they'll still deliver, but it's just like, well, after that, it's just kind of like, okay. Done. Did it.
you want another year, Rockstar? Take another year. Much like Rome, BBL jiggle physics aren't built in a day. Retard will announce another Starfield DLC this.
I'm still, okay, hear me out. I'm still not convinced Starfield was not made to be a testbed engine for whatever games they've been doing after Fallout 76 there. They didn't want to risk a mainline game like Elder Scrolls or Fallout, so they made Starfield as just a test bed for this engine, this variant of their engine. That's my theory. Can't prove it, but that's just how I feel like it is. How it came to be. It's like, well, we can't risk this engine being a flop of one of our big sellers and fucking the franchise up entirely, so we need something.
Year, and Bethesda fans will announce they still don't give a fuck. Todd will also announce he'll be growing 3 inches by next spring.
Okay, yeah, the Fallout 3 New Vegas remakes were already leaked like 2 years ago, if I recall. I believe 3 was supposed to come out first, but then we got the Oblivion remake first, and so a lot of people are just theorizing once the TV show ends, we're just gonna get a drop of them soon, if not a shadow drop.
We don't miss! In other news, Ubisoft shut down its Halifax studio right after union certification the other day. Union bust?
Interesting.
Nah. Don't, come on, don't quit being silly. This isn't union.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That seems a little fishy. Reunionized. And then, you don't exist anymore. If that is proven true, I don't know how much shit Ubisoft is in trouble for.
Busting? They just removed the studio in which the union was based in, which legally is a very different sentence. Another thing going into 2026, by golly, we got a lot of sequels and remakes coming up this year.
I forgot about the Tomb Raider game.
Xbox, we got Forza, Gears, Halo, Fable, the head of Xbox.
I have no faith in Fable. I'm sorry, but like it lost everything that made it Fable right now. Like, yeah, it's still taking place in medieval times. It's still a fantasy setting, but like the stylization that 1, 2, and 3 had is gone. Now they went for the realistic approach, and it's kind of like, why would you do that? You had something unique, and now you butchered it. So I'm still gonna probably play it, but I am concerned.
Xbox should change his name to Matt Rebooty. He don't fit. Hell, right after I left, Voter got announced at the Game Awards.
Boom! What? Bam, bam, bam! Boom! Bam, boom! I can't stand this guy. Mostly because he just delivers shit at the awards.
Thanks, nigga. All right.
That and his award shows are fucking sad.
And you won't have to wait long for it. The lead developer said that it should be out sometime before World War III.
Who's developing it?
Speaking of the Game Awards,
I've never played any of the Old Republic games, so it's kind of like meh.
Like I said, Expedition 33 won every award in the fucking building. He don't.
Never played it, never seen anything of it besides what was showing off here.
Only for everybody to find out that they used AI to make it, so Twitter began hating the game they spent all of last year blowing. Several people.
Oh. Well, that sucks. Oh well. Anyways.
With 8-hour video essays are gonna have to take them down now that nothing has changed. Then after they admitted to using AI, everyone else also admitted to using AI. The Arc Raiders devs probably had my favorite quote saying, "We use AI, cause this game dev shit's kinda boring, man." And the...
Yeah, but if no one's taking a note from Microsoft seeing how bad AI is for coding, don't. Also, it looks like shit. So, also, don't.
Vowed guy said, "Hey, we would never use AI. So as stupid as AI is, it can still beat whatever these West Coast devs are spitting out. Even the French can win. Concord 2
The French never win.
is coming out, and the game looks about as generic as its name. Highguard was supposed to be a game.
We already heard about Highguard, which literally means Overwatch is, I think it was Smugalana's video.
Game that quietly dies on the back pages of Steam. But thanks to Joff, it's getting a public execution. He just had to make this game the finale to his showcase. You know, you're not gonna...
Did anybody even applaud for that shit? Or was it just like, boo?
Believe this, but when hero shooters first started coming out, people would actually pay to...
I had the feeling the not safe for work stuff for Overwatch helped it. Because all your characters are actually unique in Overwatch. The only 2 hero shooters I've ever played was Overwatch and Paladins. And I think Paladins is still ongoing? I have no idea. I haven't picked these games up in a long time. I've never played Overwatch 2. I used to play Overwatch 1 when I had a team to play with. And then when 2 dropped, I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm out.
To play them. That genre is so irrelevant. It has former
And that's like Fortnite, though, to me. Like, okay, we have the hero shooters and we have Fortnite, which I dub a skin shooter game because it's not even a hero shooter at this point. It's just so much shit in it. That's just like, yeah, no. This is like Smash Ultimate, but the Pew Pew version.
Employees of Concord working on it, which feels less like a development choice and more like a seance. Did the first Concord shutting down in 9 days not give you a clue?
I still think it's funny that I said this in the other video, one of my other videos, that Phantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast was beating Concord's ass I think the Dreamcast, something that's been dead for like 20 years, was still kicking Concord's ass, and that's bad. That also tells you how much better retro games are still too. Also, what the fuck am I looking at? This guy looks like a starfish's scrotum.
Clear enough hint? Speaking of which, Marathon is coming out later this year. The artist they stole from is going to make more money off this game than Sony. Razer's teaming up with Grok to give you a judgmental AI waifu. It'll make fun of you, steal your data.
Oh yeah, this stupid thing. Because somebody, like... Fuck, what? Whenever Cortana's AI came out for Windows 10, somebody already did this with the Cortana hologram from Halo. And basically did this, like, way back. Go ahead and look it up. Like, DIY Cortana hologram. It's like a little pyramid thing. But, yeah, like, whatever. The only thing I would use one of these tubes for is possibly an interactive VTuber. Fuck Grok. Fuck AI.
And tell you a lot about a certain Austrian painter. If the NSA wants to see inside the Spank Citadel, you're gonna have to try a lot harder than the Razor Goon Jar.
Oof. Maybe aim for the head next time?
Why does it still sound like Cortana?
HyperX is making headphones that scan your brainwaves.
Why?
For some fucking reason. Their mics sound straight out of a Wendy's drive-thru. I don't want this thing microwave in my head. If I think thoughts that
The Xbox 360 mics are back on the table, boys. Bring that fucking Call of Duty quality back. Classic Call of Duty, that is. Also, I love the Shrek picture in the back.
Violate toss, does it turn into a shock collar? For legal reasons, I'm lying out of my ass. He don't give me. Speaking of dogs, look at these sweater
Nice.
puppies. It's crazy that you can get this for 10% off using code PIMP. Because you motherfuckers can't spell. Nintendo decided not to fuck over their fans for once and to actually show some passion. I can't believe it either. Listen to this. In an effort to spread some holiday cheer to low-income households, they discounted Mario Kart World by 1%. Now, I need you to think for a second. When you play PlayStation games, what's the big question always?
I don't play PlayStation games. That's the thing. I play old PlayStation games. PlayStation 4 and 5, now they're dead to me. Fuck those things. Both of those things I can just get on PC, so there's no point. Although, nowadays, you could buy a console for cheaper than a stick of RAM, so that's debatable. The consoles might make a huge comeback this time around. Just from the RAM and hard drive prices alone.
Nagging at your mind. No, it's not can they make Venom have a fatter ass than MJ. It's how can I automate the last 20 minutes of gameplay they forgot to take out. Well, PlayStation is getting into AI with a patent for ghost player technology.
No, fuck off. Yeah, somebody's dead to me now. No. Actually, somebody's been dead to me for years. Ever since they wouldn't replay my first PlayStation 3, that fat PlayStation 3 that had the yellow light of death. Like, yeah. Actually, this console's warranty's expired, so we're not gonna fix it. It was a whole bullshit. Like, they gave me a whole bullshit run around for it, and I was just like, yeah, alright, no, we're done here. So, like, just fucking sold off the PlayStation 3 for parts, basically, parts/repair, and that was the end of it.
PlayStation finally solved the biggest problem in modern entertainment. They're sick of all these years of
How about just make games that don't suck? That's even easier.
Degrading themselves, degrading their art.
Actually, no, that's not easy, because people suck at making games now.
Due to our feeble minds, making SpongeBob come all over the walls so you don't get lost. Now,
I can remember playing some old games with grappling and stuff, and there was no indications of where you could go, so if you took a wrong leap of faith, that was just fucking it. You were dead. Fuck around and find out, literally.
we can remove all that. We can remove the controller. We can remove the TV because the PlayStation will play itself. Soon, you won't even need to watch the cutscenes.
What's the point? You're just watching a CGI movie at that point.
The AI will do it for you and then send you a push notification saying you felt something. It was complicated. 5 stars. This is the natural evolution.
This unfortunately is gonna work on some people that are just fucking sheep right now. Like, I know I'm saying a lot of stuff, but it's just like I've seen a lot of people who just don't give a shit and they would rather be told what to do, etc., than rather think. But that's neither here nor there right now.
First, we watched movies, then movies.
Although I would say Hideo Kojima should make movies, not games. Yes, he's made some interesting games, yes. But since he's so focused on the cinematography and whatnot, why don't you just make CG movies, my dude?
Tended to be games. Now the games are politely asking us to.
I know someone's gonna come at me, but yeah, he wants interactive and stuff. It's like, yes, I get it, but at the same time, like, why don't you just dabble in some movies and see how it goes? Like, I figured he'd be pretty good at damn stuff if he's just good at doing the cinematics and games and stuff.
Step aside. PlayStation says this increases accessibility. Of course it does. It makes games accessible to people who don't want to play them. But you see, here's the problem. They make places for those people. They're called movie theaters.
Yeah.
You're gonna love them.
They're called movie theaters. You're gonna love them.
No. Don't fight me on this. Who does John Cena follow on Twitter? You or me? You or me? You or me?
Well, he follows both, because he follows a lot of people for some reason.
With all that being said, though, and I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm no negative Nancy. I believe we've actually got a lot of great games coming out this year. Code Vein 2, Dynasty Warriors, Code Vein 2, Neo 3, Code Vein 2, Lego Batman, Dawn of War, Kiwami, Code Vein 2. Back in the Suicide Squad video, I said that bile got outdone by Lego games. In the big 2026, my point stands. This shit's gonna make Expedition.
Although Lego Batman right now got some flack because the devs posted what was it? Just stock images or whatever, or a guesstimation for the system resources requiring a system with 32 user RAM and some shit, and it's just like, no, that's not gonna be the actual resources. Like, I hope not, because if that's the case, your game is horribly optimized. Another reason to stop using the Unreal engines because they're bloated as fuck, but hey, again, I'm not here for the shit on everything right now. That's a different time.
33 looked like Fast 12. He don't miss. Fans of that game went from.
I like it when games put those in where you fail something and you still have like a little cutscene of you fucking it up royally.
From Suicide Squad to Suicide Watch.
What the fuck is that?
Unlike Xbox. If your grandparents buy you an Xbox, it's a sign they hate you. It's rumored that they're laying off 22,000 people. For the record, that's...
I think Xbox might be on its last legs, and I do feel sorry for all these companies that agreed to the buyout to them. Looking at you, Bethesda, and all these other companies they gobbled up to become like the Disney of video games. Like, you guys bought so much, you can't. Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, there. Like, you guys, Microsoft bought so much shit that they cannot financially recover from it because they have no idea what the fuck to do with everything. They're the dog that caught the garbage truck and don't know what to do.
The population of Albuquerque, fucking New Mexico. Now, with all this thin-skinned labor force being employed by every company, you'd be...
Blast it. I don't like it.
Forgiven if you thought every company is using it. Some are. Some still understand the value of abusing their human employees. And no one understands that more...
Some still recognize the value of abusing their humans. Oh my god.
More than Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog
I didn't even know Naughty Dog was still fucking around.
Blasts more crunches than Lizzo blasts Crunchwrap Supremes. Their game is 2 years out, and they were crunching over Christmas to get an internal demo done. You may think it's easy to make the game that's gonna destroy your company, but not on Drucklefuck's watch. Let me remind you of something.
Right. That guy. Aren't they still supposed to be... Isn't that clown supposed to be making The Last of Us 3 still too, or some shit?
This man banned the word...
We don't use the word fun, says The Last of Us 2 director Neil Drunkman. The Last of Us 2 was a steaming pile. I know some people liked it, but no, like, hear me out. The whole reason waiting for that game being a steaming pile was just how they put together the chopped up segments of the game. I get it. It's like fucking Ryan Johnson's Star Wars there. It was supposed to be like edgy and shocking and whatnot, but it's like, dude, you have no idea what the fuck you were doing, clearly. I know, people are gonna be mad at me for saying that, but it's just like... Elliot's Invention, The Last of Us 2 is not a joyride. Yeah, no shit. The game was very polarizing, even to this day. Even the season of the HBO series was just as polarizing.
Word fun during the making of The Last of Us Part 2. They also banned the word family because you're never going to see them again until this game is done. What matters more to you, seeing your kids first?
It's also wild when you see games with like babies born during the production of this game.
Steps or 4K ray traced out.
I don't care about 4K or ray tracing. I actually have both turned off, even though my card can do it. My it doesn't matter because my monitor's at 1080p anyways. It just means I have more overhead to play with.
Alopecia. Alright, pimps, that's enough incoherent rambling for one day. I've got to go be on standby to see if my favorite gravy seal is making a return. Sayonara. Thanks to the flock of pimps and thanks to everyone that used code PIMP. We've got so much shit to talk about this year. Ubisoft just canceled Prince of Persia. Black Flag Remake just got delayed by a year. They just canceled 5 other games. The good news keeps coming.
Yeah. So that was that. Link to the original will be down below, guys, as per usual, and we will catch you all in the next one. So goodbye for now.